Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Thanks to the team over at JADA and Simba Toys. In today's video we're going to be checking out as well as unboxing their Avengers Black Widow and 1966 Chevy Corvette. Now if you are looking to add this here to your collection, I will provide links down in the description box below where you can browse all of the different varieties that they do under the Marvel brand, as well as of course all of their other brands, and there are also a few different scales such as 132 and of course 124. So taking a look here at the packaging, of course with the Black Widow movie just around the corner finally, I thought that it would be really awesome to actually take a look here at Black Widow and her vehicle. Now, I do believe that this here is indeed comic book inspired. I could be completely wrong, but it definitely does have that comic book motif, especially with the more comic book Black Widow insignia slapped there on the side of the door. We've got the Avengers logo as we spin around here to the side of the box. We also have another vehicle as part of this Marvel line. Here we have Venom and his 2008 Dodge Viper, which looks really interesting. And unlike the Fast and Furious vehicles that I took a look at in the previous video, this one here does in fact come with an included minifigure. So without further ado, let's crack Natasha Romanoff and her stealth vehicle out of its packaging. And so here we have the super spy Natasha Romanoff, also known of course as the Black Widow, and her Chevy Corvette, cracked open and really looking impressive. Now something which surprised me upon getting these out of the packaging is that the included figure is in fact die cast as well. I was not expecting that at all. I imagined that it would be plastic, but the entire figure is in fact made out of a die cast material, which really makes it rather hefty, and it's of course a great companion piece to accompany the Chevy Corvette. You can see that as far as the paintwork is concerned, it really does look fantastic. Now, I say this is more comic book inspired just because the face sculpt does look a little more stylized than when compared to her MCU counterpart, but there is no denying who this is supposed to be. You can see that the suit has been painted really well with that Black Widow insignia slap bang there in the center, and we've got all of her batons here on the side of her legs, as well as that electric blue pinstriping throughout the suit, and some subtle bursts of red too, which also have turned out really well. So definitely a nice included minifigure, and it's something that I actually hope to see on some of their future releases. But as we take a look at, of course, the main event itself, here we have the 1966 Chevy Corvette, and wow, what an awesome looking vehicle this is. If Black Widow had to have one vehicle in order to accompany her on some of her missions, it would have to be this. This suits the character perfectly, and the overall colorization too, I believe, has turned out exceptionally well with the amazing looking golden highlights. Now, much like all of these vehicles, this has got an entire die-cast frame, which really does present as a rather weighty piece upon getting it out the packaging, and the wheels too are also made out of a slightly more rubberized, pliable material, once again in order to help aid authenticity. You can see that we do indeed get the brake discs in there, which have been detailed and painted really well with that metallic gold highlight around the edges. As we take a look here at the side of the vehicle, we have that Black Widow insignia as well as one side view mirror, and then as we turn our attention to the front, it's a very sleek looking vehicle, but once again rather aggressive. You can see how thick this entire region is, and the actual hood of the vehicle here can open up in order to reveal some internal engine detailing, which is a really nice touch. And you can see that the sculpt work for a piece which perhaps you wouldn't necessarily see has turned out exceptionally well. We've also got some minute details such as the window wipers here, and a very nice metallic red applied here over the top. Honestly, this actually does look like her costume design, just of course immortalized here in a vehicle form, and we've got that super cool Marvel license plate. This can roll very nicely along the ground as you would expect from a JADA diecast vehicle, and much like some of the Fast and Furious vehicles that I took a look at, you can indeed open the doors out in order to reveal some internal detailing of the dashboard, as well as the steering wheel, as well as some of the seating detailing. So overall, a really nice looking presentation. As we turn into the underside, we too have got some nice sculpt work, and just to give you a comparison between the actual figure that comes included and the vehicle, I think the scale is really nicely done. You can definitely imagine this character actually piloting the vehicle, and I think it looks awesome. So overall, once again, thoroughly impressed by not only the material, but the paintwork as well as the actual sculpt work. Everything's come out incredibly crisp and precise, not only on the vehicle, but also here for the minifigure. This is my first time actually getting a JADA minifig, and as mentioned, I was very surprised to see that these two are in fact completely die cast in their materials. It may just be the head that is merely plastic, but the body is definitely a complete die-cast piece. So really impressed with these. As always, they look fantastic, they feel fantastic, and for any of you car enthusiasts out there, this is definitely a must-buy, and especially if you are a Marvel fan as well. Black Widow very quickly established herself as one of the major team players of the Avengers, so she's one of the biggest characters out there, and and with her solo movie just around the corner, I would definitely highly recommend you jump on this before, of course, they do fly off shelves. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Of course, if you are looking to add this here to your collection or any of the other JADA 132 or 124th scale vehicles, I shall of course include some links down in the description box below, and I also want to give a massive thank you to JADA and Simba Toys for sending this here my way for a review. I thank you all so much for watching, and until my next video, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.